Welcome to another great episode of DevOps Party Games. We got our EMEA edition here. Don't call it a comeback. I am one of your hosts, Matt Stratton. You can find me at Matt Stratton on Twitter. And joining me is our EMEA instigator extraordinaire, Frosty.
That's me, the one they call Dan. I am Frosty, spelt like a super cool hacker on Twitter. Hit me up. We're doing it EMEA style. We're going to have a good time tonight.
I will apologize. We may be having a little bit of an AV audio challenge, so if it's not sounding super great, let me know in the chat, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but at least we'll know. But again, DevOps Party Games. This is the show where we take some fun party games from the fine folks at Jackbox, and we put a DevOps cloud tech spin on it. And we recruit some really great people from the DevOps community to join us. We do this about twice a month. The EMEA friendly time zone edition is usually the second Tuesday of the month. And then for the Americas time zone, we do that on the last Tuesday of the month. So you can do the math and figure out the next time we're having an episode. But also we've got some fancy new automation that's happening. We'll talk about that in a minute, but first let's meet our players. First joining us, I know him as Dr. Doom because font kerning is a thing. I'm happy to welcome Evo.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really thought you were going to lead with Mr. Manager, so I'm glad that you went with the Dr. Doom instead. My name is Evo. I live and work in Amsterdam for a company called Auth0, and I have a wife and two lovely, amazing daughters.
Excellent. Thank you for that, Evo. Next up on our excellent player list today, I'd like to introduce the world to Danielle.
Oh, hey, I'm Danielle, and I live in Berlin, where I do weird distributed systems things for VMware.
Next up joining us is the man with a beard that I am so impressed by, Darko.
There's more of us with a beard here, but okay. Hi, my name is Darko, and I scream at the camera for AWS. I'm a developer advocate there. I'm also based in Berlin, so yay, two for Berlin. I have a lot of free time on my hands, so I collect old computers and try to make them work and fail. But yes, happy to be here.
Excellent. So thank you for that. And working at AWS, I can understand why you have a lot of time on your hands. Next up on our guest list today is Julia. Julia, say hello.
Hi, I'm Julia, based in Israel, working as a DevOps lead in a startup called Logix. I'm a fresh mother of a 6-year-old baby and the old caretaker of a 10-year-old relationship with my husband. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Our next player is the player so nice we had to invite her twice. Coming back to represent is Sharone.
Shalom from Tel Aviv. I'm excited to be here for the second time around. I have an up on all of you because now I know how everything works. Hit me up at rtfmplease.dev if you want to chat. I'm doing my own thing now. I went rogue and I'm excited about it. So feel free to reach out.
Excellent. Next up on the list, the one who invented going rogue. Please say hello to Matt.
Rogue? I invented going rogue. What's that mean? I don't even know what that means. Hey, I'm Matt. I'm an evangelist at Datadog. We were talking about beards a little bit ago. If you look at some of the videos on the different times in my experience with our 2-year-old daughter now, depending on how old she was, the beard got shorter and shorter and shorter because she tugged harder and harder and harder. I live in Seattle, near Seattle, Washington, in the U.S. So I'm kind of sneaking into this EMEA thing with my wife and wonderful daughter, and cool to be here.
Our next player joining us is Jessica.
Jessica, I live in Berlin as well, so third Berlin person. I work at HelloFresh. I'm a product owner in the infrastructure/platform team, and I've got a husband and almost 1-year-old baby. And yeah, this is I've got a baby cam next to me checking if he's okay. So I'm excited to be here, but this is kind of also the first organized meeting I've done since he was born, so a bit nervous as well.
Well, thank you. We are pleased as punch you could make it, honored with your presence, and of course, so happy for all of the people with new babies in their houses. That's excellent. That's excellent. Last, but most certainly not least, the man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. It's James.
Jim. Thanks. Hello, I'm Jim Seconde. I'm a developer advocate at Jump24, which is a Laravel partnered studio agency in Birmingham in the UK. Joining much of the theme of the Euro League, I'm a dad to an 8-month-old. Luckily, my amazing wife is looking after him right now, but I'm sort of nervously can hear whether he's up or not. And yeah, I generally do sort of PHP kind of fun stuff, and that's me.
Fantastic. So as I was if you were in the chat, I do apologize for some of the AV wonky that is happening. I'm going to see what I can do to kind of try to make it better, but short of restarting OBS, which is not a thing that's a real great idea to do in the middle of a stream. We'll have to see what happens. It's going to be fine. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the first game. So players, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen to you so that you can get started and join. But in the meantime, Dan, let's explain to our audience how this game works. This game is Quiplash.
So for those of you who have joined us before on DevOps Party Games, you know that we play a series of different games, and we generally put in roughly the same order. And the first one that we start with is called Quiplash. And if you played Jackbox games before, maybe you've played Quiplash. If you've seen it, of course, you've seen Quiplash before. But for those of you who are fast-paced, it's probably the fastest pace of the games that we have. And the players are going to get prompts. The prompts are just a couple of words long. And the idea is they're going to try to make some sort of a snarky remark, make people laugh, make people think, based on that prompt. So the idea is they get the prompt, and they try to come up with a way to get the points. What do I say when I get the points? Well, there's a couple different ways to get points, right? The players themselves are going to vote, and the audience also is going to get to vote. So you sitting there at Twitch, having a good time, joining us today, maybe it's the middle of your day, maybe it's the end of your day, having some drinks, you get to influence the outcome of this game. You absolutely get to participate. So definitely when you get the opportunity, we're going to put up a code. You can join that. Absolutely vote on the answers, because the audience has a big impact on who wins and loses the game ultimately. And everybody, this is for big stakes. This is
the
for
biggest
big
of the
stakes.
You can go ahead
if you climb high enough, the biggest of the stakes, if you climb high enough, you climb the thought leaderboard, which is a real thing. Because
Evo, you can go ahead and push everybody's in.
Get the most points.
Done.
Here it goes.
Okay, so like we talked about joining the audience, we actually is that ERSP? So you should be able to either join the audience via going to jackbox.tv and typing in the code ERSP, but also we added this new feature today where you can, there's a little Jackbox icon that should come up in the overlay right over people's faces, because that's fun. Oh, you know what would be great? If we actually showed you the game. There you go.
Then everyone will
that's
vote
better.
For the fave, and one of you will get an ego boost. Points are awarded based on the percentage.
The fun is already beginning.
So make 'em count.
and that's young.
So what's happening here now is the players are all getting prompts on their devices. And we'll see who comes up with it. They're going to get the same prompt as somebody else. Usually I'm a little more slick as I'm talking here, but I'm kind of like in producer freakout mode right now. So it's probably going to be fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, it looks like people are figuring out how to join the audience. If you're joining it through the Discord, or I'm sorry, the Twitch overlay, like let us know in the chat how well that's working. Pretty much nothing will happen for you yet, so you can't really tell us about it, but it's okay. It's probably fine.
So I'm just playing with the Twitch overlay rail box inside of a circle, like a cart.
Yeah.
Then a little thing pops up. It's got a cat that pops out of the box, and you can join the audience from there. So if you are in Twitch and you want to be part of the audience, but the idea of using a web browser at the same time as Twitch is just too much for you right now, you can join the audience right from Twitch. Just press on that box, join the audience, and if you do that, please let us know if and how it works, because in true DevOps fashion, we are testing in production today.
We're doing it live.
No idea if this thing works.
Just a few seconds left.
We're doing it live.
It's truly the only way.
Exactly.
So I don't remember who in a previous game, someone in the audience.
All right.
Oh, wait, something's happening. No, nothing's happening. Someone in the audience suggested when I complained that I didn't remember any of the macros for our chatbot.
Take it down. We're almost there. It's almost time.
What if you had a Stream Deck button for it? So I'm playing with my Stream Deck buttons to like do things in the chat. So that's exciting. Okay, blank as a service, shit show as a service, or on-prem as a service. Audience, vote for your favorites. Players, vote for your favorites. And we'll see.
The same thing.
Kind of. This happens a lot in Code. They're the same picture.
This is the most popular and favorite comments. The same thing.
Oh, so shit show gets all the and the audience goes there.
No.
The audience does not save you there.
Oh yeah, getting some cred back.
I lost my root privileges in production because I left my laptop unlocked in the open space, or I pulled too hard on those weeds.
It's almost too easy.
Oh, that's funny. Oh.
And where did we end up?
Yeah.
Matt? Oh, and
right.
the audience is split. Well, we had two audience votes.
Oh.
Next.
According to Jason Yee in the chat, you have to make your window larger to use the Jackbox Audio audience kit. So, thought leadering is a programming language, or JavaScript is a programming language.
JavaScript isn't a programming language.
It's script. It says in the name, right? So yeah.
It's a script. Oh,
gotta go.
Evo gets and the audience. Oh, whew, you're saved there, Evo. We've had in the last few episodes many times the audience completely upsets everything. How I describe my job to my high school guidance counselor: I give depression to magic sand, or I break things and.
I break things and it cut me off. And it was someone else. I did that on purpose.
Dang. Oh, but the audience. You see, the audience has a huge impact on the game, right?
Oh,
the players are like, oh yeah, no, that's the winner for sure, and then the audience comes in and ruins everybody's day. It's amazing. The results of our last security
Oh my god,
audit.
I don't even know how to solve this.
Just, I can't even. That's just the entire just post.
Oh yeah, getting some cred back. I'm feeling good. Feeling good, folks.
Why is this so bad?
Next up, if it ain't broke, don't do this. Test it.
Make it Trump joke.
If you like it, then you should.
I almost snorted soda out of my nose.
Well, clear winner on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay, what's
Mr.
next?
Free Time.
kind of like Trump's take on COVID, right?
There you go. Exactly.
All right, so it is the coping mechanism. So there's sarcasm in boxing or shitposting. Well,
Yeah.
we all know what the real answer is here.
We don't do real.
We all saw the Twitter feed, right?
Exactly.
So,
This is an alternate reality.
And
Yeah.
the audience see it.
Julia,
Yeah,
you and
fair
I are
enough.
like this.
Yep, fair enough.
This is just too real. It hits too close to home for me. I can't make it funny.
At least one of you did the work. Enjoy some
Right,
Wow.
way to win. Yeah, I mean, well done, sir.
I didn't even ask that question.
Round one is done.
Oh dear.
yeah, blame it on the game. Yeah.
I almost didn't notice the second question until too late. So
I'm gonna blame Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He had a production failure.
Oh my God. So Matt, look at you running away with it, buddy.
There you go.
The
First
points are
time.
doubled, but so
Coming
are
on. So we're gonna move now into round 2 of this game. All the points are doubled, which means that everything just happened in the first round doesn't matter. Right? So, I'm from here on out. So the players, once again, are getting their prompts. They're inputting either the answers they think are going to win, or in Jim's case, no answer at all. While this is happening, Maddie is trying desperately to make the audio problems disappear.
I think what we're going to have to do...
So if you are watching on Twitch and you're thinking to yourself, boy, everybody except Matt sounds like crap, Matt's working on it.
I am. I think what we might have to do is after the Quiplash game, before the drawful, I might have to restart the stream, which will make it a second stream, but I think yeah, and by the way, yeah, so Wake Up Godfrey, we are actually doing what you're suggesting. This is probably our last episode trying to run this show off my very tweaked out MacBook Pro, but we unfortunately didn't get there. So I think what we will do, so if you're watching in the stream, we will, and I will announce this when we get to that point, I think we will cut and start a new stream after the Quiplash game. For players, nothing changes for you. You don't have to do a damn thing. Stay where you are. But maybe that'll work, because I kind of feel like if I restart OBS, that might help. So, I guess this is my computer's last ditch. It was like it heard me and Frosty talking about
killer startup
changing.
idea. If anybody wants to take it. All right, here's the prompt. Why my code isn't compiling? Need some YAML stat, or it's too awesome. I definitely want to see.
Always needs some YAML.
Always
like,
needs some YAML.
A language like Go or like Rust with really verbose error messages, right? Be like, no, I can't do this right now. It's too awesome.
Yeah. DevOps is basically just a box that you know, right?
Points.
So,
What? Well, that's yeah.
Next up.
Funny, because both my
love.
questions were about
love. One wrong way to do DevOps
Is to do it sober or no ops, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's Maddie. There's Maddie playing around there. Yeah.
Or noops,
What happened?
which is like kind of noops and no at the same time.
That's for damn sure. Well, that one was I think ordained from the beginning.
The most
I am.
check in my
Sorry, I'm
CI/CD
sober today.
pipeline.
The most useless check in my CI/CD pipeline. Gulp. Yeah, fair enough.
I feel very seen with that one.
There's actually a senior testing pipeline, and it will always pass. So,
Yeah, it's called like Volkswagen or something.
yeah, looks like, yeah, I love that. Yeah.
On the docket.
Oh, Jim swooping in on that one. Making up for your missing answer last time.
Now it gets real.
The best reason to get fired being a developer
I can't
or shitposting.
That's not the answer to everything.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is that
42.
shitposting basically is the answer every time.
Coping mechanism.
It's also the best way to do that.
Here's the audience. I'm gonna sign in.
Oh my goodness.
Danielle squeaks it out. It out. What does YAML really stand for?
Yo, ain't me lovely. It stands for our family, Kevin.
Oh!
I don't know
That's reference. And what does the audience think? Splits it down the middle! The audience!
Broke me!
Salvaging the honor. The real reason JavaScript is so popular, it has Java in the name, or it led to TypeScript.
Oh.
Can I say, like, neither?
Sure. No comment.
All right, how did the audience vote?
Ooh.
Oh,
Love for Java.
no love.
Something that should never be put in a container is
Something
date
that should never be put in a container. It's designed for dank memes. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
They call it contained.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That was good.
Wow.
Without further
Someone
ado,
call the police. There's been a murder.
Blank is not a programming
Now,
language.
this one isn't a programming language.
Also JavaScript.
I thought you'd go funny.
I mean, do you go correct or do you go funny? Yeah, I mean, that's exactly it, right?
Again, it's the same.
Come on, everyone knows it.
Oh,
wow.
squeaked it out, Jim. Squeaked
that
it out.
Round 2 for the ages. Let's see how you did.
Okay, I think this is going to bring us into Thriplash, which
Alrighty.
once we get through this, we'll restart the stream and hopefully my computer will feel better. All right, so for Thriplash, it's a little bit different. So you're only going to get one prompt this time, but it's going to be a prompt that has 3 answers, like 3 separate ideas. You can kind of build to them. There's different kind of ways that you might choose to maximize your comedic potential here. And again, only the dankest of memes should roll in as that goes. So while the players are going in here, because especially
The
given
dankest, most to be spoke memes.
especially given that the audience is hearing me best out of anybody, this is the last DevOps party games that is being run with this particular tech stack, which has been mostly fine. But as we all know, when you're about to retire a system is exactly when that system knows what's up and decides it wants to fuck with you one last time, which seems to be what is happening here. So if you missed it when I put it in the chat or missed it when I said it before, after this round of Quiplash, I am going to have to restart something, which means the stream will stop, but then it'll start back up again, just probably within a minute, just basically as long as it takes for that to run there. And we hopefully will be back and good to go. V1 beta / goto. Yes. Shots fired. Okay. How do you write a goto in YAML again? Very carefully. Anywhere it wants to.
Time's running out.
Last time I overthought it. I got nervous and I didn't actually finish my response.
Yeah.
Feeling good this time. Feeling good. I prepped my fingers before. I got them all stretchy. I'm feeling good.
The real zen thing about playing DevOps party games is really thinking that way lies madness. You just gotta.
Yep.
You like
All right. 3
Terrible
reasons cats make terrible software engineers. Naps, catnip, and nails. It's harder to type with the nails. Yeah. Icon has meow meow, please.
I'm not sure that catnip is such a terrible idea.
YAML.
Yeah.
YAML.
New ML thing?
Missed an opportunity
yeah.
for no deploy
Meow
cat
ML.
There. Oh, Oh, yeah.
Let's see how the audience votes here. Oh!
Alrighty, let's let the audience
Meow
decide
ML
this one.
runs away with it.
Oh, hey, there you go. Yep. Yeah, everybody loves Meow ML. 3 best DevOps party games.
Me, you, and the other guy.
Minus Ovald, the asshole who invented
One's the
Pika.
right answer, one's a party.
What is a surefire code of conduct violation?
Yeah, I'm not sure how comfortable I am with the content of one of these responses. Not named any names, Julia.
It's fine. 3 best ways to get new Twitter followers. Shit posting,
ways.
only the darkest of names, or launch your own something. Grifting, tabs versus spaces, or hashtag Ansible.
Once again, these are the same answers.
And our final prompt is coming. I never like to rush through the game, but right now I can't wait till this game is over because I want to restart OBS. The cap and cap theorem actually stands for call a professional, courage, container, cuddle.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
That's in the...
AP is just there to make a word.
I misread this.
Everything should sound better now. That's not just me. My stream manager now says that the quality is excellent. So, and why would Twitch lie to a person?
Why would it lie?
Yeah. So the oh wow, everything is so much faster on my computer now. All of a sudden, I usually restart OBS right before we start, but I didn't this time. Okay, I should be able to put in the room code here. No, come on, that worked. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing the drawful, which of course I have to fix that because everything is terrible.
I may have accidentally joined the game.
Seriously? You did?
Yep.
Oh no. Okay. Hang on. Okay, hang on. We can fix this. Okay. Hang on a second. Good job, Frosty.
No.
Sorry for everybody that had a really great drawing.
I
Frosty.
did. That was the first time I really had a great drawing.
Come on.
I really feel like that was like one of my
son of
best
a
pieces of work.
bitch. Why is it starting to drop?
So,
Wait,
Matt,
maybe it's
I have
okay.
a. You want me to?
Waiting for
change-
Evo to
check
choose what
the
to
episode
do.
best
Wait.
year?
Stop. What's
Evo,
going on?
Yeah.
Tell us what to do.
No.
Hold
no.
on, I have it. So
What's
I.
it?
Oh.
No. I don't know.
This is a now. the
Stop.
party
Hang on. Y'all, if you're not me, hang on, because I need to hear what's going on. Okay, so it's... Let me try to... Okay, there should be a new... Nobody type anything right now. It's waiting for Evo to choose. Evo, can you get out of whatever you're in? Like, close your browser
want
tab
me
or
to
something?
select-
Get out.
Do you want me to select
No,
S02E03?
because I'm in the game now, so I have to like kill everything.
Oh.
So that's
Okay.
I don't know why it's not. Let me see if this works. Sorry, everybody, we're having a fun time with this. It's
Well,
great. It's probably
Let me see if this works. Is the Friday afternoon, motto?
I'm not touching it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I will get you a new screen, and oh, you should see the screen now. Okay, so players, go ahead and join that. I'm hoping.
Can I not draw myself, Matt, or is this gonna?
You can draw.
Yes,
You're
if
fine.
you are- if
Frosty,
you want to
stay
play-
out. I'm concerned because everybody's.
No, I have to draw the same thing. Hate that.
Hey y'all, I apologize. It sounds like everybody's audio is getting scratchy again. So we're just gonna push through the best we can. Hopefully it won't lag up like like crazy. I also apologize that if you did join the audience, the code was wrong. I need to see if I can fix that. But it probably didn't even prompt you to join the audience yet. So we're going to see what's going on. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. That should work. Okay. So our our players are drawing pictures of themselves. You should now be able to join the audience with the overlayer by going to jackbox.tv and putting in that
My
code.
God, Danielle. What is that picture, Danielle? That is so
That's
insane.
impressive. That's impressive.
Evo, as soon as Darko is done drawing, go ahead and push everybody's in and get us started. Which looks like
great.
now. So cool. Excellent. Here we go. So the players are all getting on their devices now. Some type of a prompt, something they have to draw. It's probably not easy to draw, but it is definitely DevOps Cloud or something that Frosty or I thought was funny themed. And after everyone draws their pictures, one at a time, those pictures will come up, and all the other players are going to go in and try to guess what it might be. They're going to provide an answer for what it might be, but hopefully something that might trick you into thinking it's the real answer. So if you know other games, it's a little bit like Pictionary meets Balderdash, because there's really only 6 games that exist. So, and as an audience member, you'll be able to vote on your particular favorite, and it doesn't necessarily influence who gets the points, but in Drawful, there's 2 ways to get points to count towards the thought leaderboard. One is getting points towards winning the game, but it also, like all good Twitter shitposting type things, is rewarded by popularity. So if you get the most likes, you get some other things that'll move you up the thought leaderboard. So be ready to check that out. You should be able to click on the little packagey button thing in your Twitch screen and join the audience now. In theory, I think I did that right. We'll find out.
Why is
For
there
those
no
of you
eraser?
who are joining us for the first time, who've maybe never seen this game played before, it's very important to understand that the contestants, when they are drawing, have exactly 2 colors to work with and do not have an erase. So that's the challenge level that they're dealing with the prompts. 2 colors and cannot erase.
Yeah, I just figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I
I usually make that joke earlier, but a little distracted, so sorry. But yes, Frosty is well aware that there are 6 things I say in every show, and that's one of them.
Are you going to tell the story of logsquirt.io?
Oh, well, I missed it because we were talking about Quiplash, so I might have a hot second. So before we use Quiplash 3, this is just for you, Dan. In Quiplash 2, you're not allowed to create custom prompts for the last round, which meant that what was always come up was from the game, and it always just really danced right on the line of code of conduct. But it is what brought us the website logsquirt.io, which is a GitHub repo as well, thanks to
Logsquirt.
Logsquirt.io, yeah.
Wow.
Which really dances right on the edge of the code of conduct, right? So,
It does. Oh,
I mean,
hey, guess what? I forgot to turn captioning back on after I restarted. Sorry.
And it looks like at least one.
You know, I was so proud of myself that I had everything figured out before this episode. I was like, it's finally the episode after how many times that I'm not panicking, and then this is what happens. That'll teach you. What do we got here? It looks like a cheese wedge on wheels. It's like a cheese wedge on top of 2 chocolate chip
Bitcoin
cookies.
logo.
A remote control car, maybe?
That's something Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin car, maybe? Yeah. A remote controlled Bitcoin car.
Like Tesla or oh. Hmm.
I like that whoever drew this, though, definitely made use of the 2 colors,
Yes.
which is nice. Yeah. So, really using the tool set there, that's important.
I think I just realized.
I don't understand what the chocolate chip cookies has anything to do with it.
What we're looking at here.
Connect.
And here are your choices. One of them
Should I-
is the real.
I think
Nothing
Evo
cool.
hacked my computer to make
How do
it
I
so I was
reconnect?
distracted and I couldn't troll him as a host. I think is what this is really all about. What do you got? Bitcoin on the move. Google's rooftop garden. And, so the good news is I think Dan did all of the drawful prompts, so I don't even know what the right answer is. So that's a lot more fun. Because usually I can't even like comment on them because it might give away that it's really not the real prompt or something like that, right? But
Matt, my phone went to sleep and I got disconnected.
you should be able to refresh if you just refresh.
Refreshing showed me. Refreshing is asking me for a room code again.
Okay, can you? What happens if you put the room code in again, which is on the screen? RPHN. It should remember your you.
Here are your picks.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
We have Tesla. I could see that. It looks like the Back to the Future car with like the electric thing at the top to catch the top.
It is asking me now to award bonus likes, not
continuous delivery.
Well, because that's where we're at in the game right now. Like you're not in a place where you can pick, so it's yeah. You should be fine when the next one comes.
Bitcoin on the move. Yeah, with B especially.
It is an unsuccessful keynote.
Unsuccessful keynote.
What are we looking at here?
Wow.
Rock at his cybercar, right?
Yeah. Let's see, what do we have next?
Car and it broke the window. Wow, that's some dank meme. That's
Is that it?
Let's see. That looks like a jar of protein powder.
What?
Code deploy. Code.
What is that?
Normally I can come up with some sort of snarky remark, and I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna make fun of this thing," and it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we're looking at. Is it a?
Is it like
brown confuses me a bit here. So
it's the brown, exactly. Because I'm like, like a jar full of cookies, or maybe like a, it's like a codeine tablet. What is that little brown thing?
It turns out when you don't have an eraser.
The lesson that you really can't write anything very quickly.
The experience coming from knowing that there's no eraser is a big thing.
Guano.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
CI/CD and propane tank.
What is going? This does.
Python
The
pills?
other thing that we forgot to mention, which is this is not an example of, but made me think about it, is people often ask, "Can you write words in your drawing?" And my question is, the answer to that is, I don't know. Can you? Because maybe not. But along those lines, you can't write the word that's in the prompt, but other words are okay. And as we like to say, if it feels like cheating, it probably is. So,
Let's see what
do not poke the CI/CD.
I mean,
It's a shit container, This container.
Yeah, the audience like that one.
Yeah.
Like that one. Yeah. Code repo. Oh, now I get why. Now I get the poop. Yeah, that makes sense.
Python pills. Python pills would be a good prompt, though.
Nah.
True. We should hold on to that one, Maddie.
Yeah. Sev one on a Saturday. So is it like
What?
ibuprofen?
running out of coffee.
Interesting.
No,
I'm not
running
impressed
out
by
of
the
coffee.
amount of poo that we're talking about, considering it's very small. It's very rabbit poo.
So like, it was supposed to be an empty thing of coffee.
Oh, I
A
thought it was like a paint.
Yeah.
What?
TV.
You do not even know what I got. Don't you, Josh? I want to see you draw this. All right, that's all I got to say about that.
I know there's a couple in here that are really hard. But when I was pasting them into the game from Frosty's list, I was like, "Oh, these are gonna be fun."
No, this is Windows 95 level of icon confusing.
This was hard. All right. Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, see, when Maddie puts all the prompts together for the Americas League, they're all softballs, right? They're like, "Oh, we're gonna it's a joke about exiting Vim, or I'll just put shit posting again and win all the votes, right? Well, here in the EMEA League, we're better than that,
Yeah.
right?
We go to bars. We go to pubs.
Yeah.
If you're friends with someone, you especially are mean to them.
All right, so what is it?
What is it?
Is it PagerDuty? Is it a meme delivery service?
Oh yeah,
Circling
this
the
was
canoe in a TV
so Sharone. This was the one that I saw when Dan put it in, and I was like, oh well, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, folks. Thank you. It's just because you can't handle that I want Quiplash. You had to give me the hardest prompt. I know what's happening. I get it. All right.
Sean, it's a lot harder when you don't know how to play the game and you realize that you don't have an eraser.
Well, that's part of the fun of it, really, right? I mean,
Is that discovery? Yeah.
First time through, what the hell is going on?
Too. I'll do better around two.
Meme numbers.
You're not very creative when you're sober.
What is it?
It is crazy hard.
Oh, the audience like that one. Recycle EC2 instance.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it is the Series A
Series
round.
around. Series
Oh,
A
Series
round.
A round. Oh my god! I
Wow.
didn't get that. I didn't know what I was looking at. It was like merry-go-round. Like what? Series? Okay, I didn't get it. I
Even
didn't
if you
get
know
it.
what it
I'm
is,
a
it's still
doofus.
hard to draw. So
I didn't read it correctly. Like series around. What is that?
I think we should make that a term, though. It's a series around. You know, we were
Fair,
playing
I like that.
in real life. You know, not virtual, but a game similar to this called I forgot what it's called. It's like Password. I'll think of the catchphrase. And it's you have to get people to guess without. It's like every other game like that kind of thing. And my buddy was sitting there and he just kept trying to say it. And he's describing. He's like, I can't figure out. And I'm like, what was it? He goes, because he'd be like, not in front of, but next to or towards, and all this stuff. And finally, he's like, it was a ward. And we're like, Brian, it's a ward. But he was like, thought it was like probably like a direction, like instead of backward, it was a ward. It probably goes without saying that there was, a fair amount of fear involved at that point before.
Here are your choices.
Red Hat.
All right, so what is it? Not impossible. Fat Lambda in a hat. Yeah, could be. DevOps, but make it fashion. Oh, well, this is a pretty fashionable looking character. Could be that. Dungeon Master. I need more horns.
I like the
Yeah.
For Dungeon Master, I think. Maybe. Op switch is good. Yeah.
Okay.
But wouldn't maybe a pointier hat or like a cat or something? Maybe. Or am I just being stereotypical? Fat Lambda in a hat.
No,
No, not that one.
it's a Delta.
It would be hard to get Red Hat when you don't have the red color.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
Walked away with some points on that one, Evo, though.
Good move
Yeah,
there.
thank you.
Dr. Doom.
Oh, audience loved that one. Audience loved that one. That wasn't it, though.
It was DevOps, but make it fashion. That was
DevOps.
another one that I was like,
Wow.
how the hell do you draw that? So
Yeah.
Frosty definitely
I
pumping.
feel
up
like
the-
Mary Oppins was underappreciated.
Yes, Mary.
I like that.
Oh, I
No
get it
love
now.
I got no love for Red Hat, but Google bought it and it's no longer Red Hat. No.
I'm kidding. What's that? What?
So the question that we're asking everybody right now is, what is it? I wrote many of these prompts. I got no idea on this one. I got to be honest with you.
That's the best one.
I like said you might
Merge
think it'd be,
conflict. We got
you might-
Snuffleupagus in the chat.
in the chat said you might think it'd be
fair
hard
enough.
to convey Red Hat with the only available color being blue, but then IBM forked over the money. So
Yep.
Very good.
What do we got here? Oh.
Always
Hail
shit
of
posting.
Cheerios.
Always shitposting. Every answer.
Posting.
A top-down view of
Jeez.
the reinventor.
The AWS stock.
Hey, I don't know about you, but our AWS spoofs are amazing. Datadoghu.com, check it out. Let's go with, trying to write JavaScript. Hail of Cheerios. My God.
So one of these is really close.
What, Kubernetes construction?
Pick an answer.
You know, as a former RPM maintainer for a number of open source packages, yeah, this is accurate for package manager.
That's fair.
Pretty much sums that up.
Absolutely.
I help maintain NixOS, so
Yeah, fair enough.
Cascading failure. Yeah.
All right, what's next? Kubernetes in production. Audience like that one. They get some points on that one. That wasn't it. Package manager.
Dan's favorite. Oh, and it was the
Couple of votes in on that one. That was the actual title.
Thank you, Dan. You pretty much confirmed my picture there.
Well, it's not as bad as a couple episodes ago when Jeremy
All
actually
right,
just
well,
said,
at
"Oh,
this
I know what
point.
this is," and it was the right answer.
Type in a convincing title now.
Oh boy.
What is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes that
Oh,
that
geez.
draw full screen is a little too on the nose with the what is it?
This is very abstract.
Is it a crown of some type, maybe?
Should
This
we
is definitely the opportunity when I would say red hat.
Yeah. Red
This feels
hat?
like red hat. This is a red hat moment.
Some sort of a. God, what is that? A fence?
That's
It's a dashboard. All-time dashboard.
Lava exploding, maybe? Jeez.
The purplish kind of color looks like slightly sinister people hiding the red.
Hey, I'm serious.
Oh wow, yeah. I like that
Once you see it,
interpretation.
you can't unsee it.
Yeah, no, that's some creepy pasta going on right there for
It
sure.
is. A little bit.
Wonder what it is.
Are your choices?
Grafana.
Is this one of Brendan
Oh,
Graham's?
Flame graph.
Flame graph.
Flame graph.
There you go, Godfrey. Godfrey in the chat said that, and there you go. So maybe he's right, or she.
I gotta go. Something's come up. I've gotta leave. Sorry.
Well, thanks for coming by, Matt.
Okay.
No.
that sounds like someone needs to go do a DevOps rather.
Yeah,
than
that was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Well, he was rather unfortunately for him joining us from his work hours.
Yeah.
So,
Choose
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
that's entirely likely. In fact, yeah.
He's living the dream.
Well, you know, last EMEA episode, we actually had a contestant who was playing while on call.
yes.
Wow.
Which I thought was which was mint.
That's an impressive amount of chutzpah.
Oh, Gatekeeper,
Oh,
a
good,
good
my
one,
cat's here.
Sharon. I like it.
Gatekeeper.
I don't
Oh, you know
like
what?
it,
That's a good
but-
interpretation. Yeah. Uptime dashboard.
There are way too many peaks for that to be the uptime dashboard for anything I ever built.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this game.
Audience like that one.
Interesting.
Audience like that one. But it
And
wasn't
it was-
flame graph. I thought that was it.
Open
Explain
office
yourself,
Open
Mr.
office
Manager.
plans. Oh, all the
Yeah.
sinister people hiding behind things, of course.
It was, I give you some thoughts behind it, but I was trying to represent
Oh.
health, and then I...
Jim walks away. So
Didn't
our
have any
winner,
eraser.
our winner is Jim. But let's see who was the most liked, because this is what really matters: is the friends we made
It was a
along the
popularity
way.
contest.
And it was Matt who pieced out, who doesn't know that he was the most liked, but that's okay. Well, thank you everybody for sticking around through
we
our.
shall sing his praises from beyond the grave.
You could, except it'll sound crappy on the stream because everybody's audio is jacked again. Yay. So, thank you for everybody who stuck through our technical challenges, but there was some really fun content. And players, I'm so glad that you joined us. And if this is your first time playing on DevOps Party Games, which if your name is not Sharone, it is, it's usually not like this. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I don't mean that it's usually not fun.
Can I just also add there wasn't a single Ian Coldwater joke.
Yes. Well, like I said, it's not usually like this. But so just as a reminder, I'll put some links in the chat. If you have ideas for future prompts, you can go submit them at devopspartygames.com/suggest-prompt. If you or someone you know would be...
Oh, I have an idea.
Yeah. Go.
Series B round.
There you go.
Round is the next one.
There you go.
Jot that one down. It's a good one. I haven't.
You can suggest yourself or just anybody else to be a possible future player. We got a link to a form for that. Notice these forms are all now in Airtable because Frosty is now part of DevOps Party Games, so of course it is. But that's a good thing. You can subscribe to our mailing list that we sometimes remember to send things. And of course, you can always find videos of previous DevOps Party Games at maddie.wtf/DevOps Party Games. Our next episode is going to be in 2 weeks at 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time. I don't know what that is, UTC -6. And, tweet at us using the DevOps Party Games hashtag. Players, thank you for joining us. If anybody's got any upcoming events or conferences or things that you just want to plug, podcasts, like this would be a great time to do that. So plug away.
I just want to say, if you're having a hard time converting between the time zones, the UTCs, and the pluses and minuses, you have my full permission. Just hit up Jim. He loves time zones. He'll sort you out.
What even is UTC? What is it? it's
really sorry, guys. I have to head off.
-1, but it's also +1. It's all the time zones. It's everything.
I'd like to remind everyone about the existence of everytimezone.com, which is like the best website in the world.
I've been using Time Date Buddy for that.
Yeah.
But I'll check that out.
I will also tell you
How real time is the update of the thought leaderboard? It's very important to me to not be at the bottom anymore.
give me
I'm refreshing.
Like
not
12 hours.
But you just want to see the results.
It'll be like within Sharone will be like within the next 12 hours, I would say, give or take, as long as I remember.
12 hours. All right, I'll wait it out.
Right. I will say, if you go to DevOps for our episode pages, if you go to devopspartygames.com, when there's an episode listed that's upcoming, number one, you can click on a little button that'll add it to your calendar that should put it in your local time zone. But also, if you click on the date on the episode page, it takes you to timeanddate.com or whatever that URL is, and it will tell you that the time of that episode in your time zone. That's a little more confusing for players because you all have to join a little earlier and everything like that, but we do try to sort of deal with it because time zones are a thing. Thanks everybody for joining again. We'll hope to see everybody on the internets and maybe joining our next episode 2 weeks from today.
Thank you very much for having us here.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for hosting me.
Thanks. Awesome. Have a good time.